Hi, I'm Janice Lawson from the Style Equalizer. What if you could control exactly where your reader's attention goes? Wide shot, they see the world. Close up, they're inside your character's head. That's character focus. One slider, 10 levels, complete control. David's about to show you the same paragraph transformed three different ways. Same words going in, three completely different cameras coming out. This is the Style Equalizer. Let's go.
Welcome back to the Style Equalizer. In this tutorial, we're going to look at axis isolation. To me, it's the most powerful tool on the Style Equalizer when it comes to transformation or enhancing your writing. So in the previous tutorial, I showed you that this is the interface right here. The Style Equalizer is structured just like a music equalizer, and it has 7 axes: character focus, emotional intensity, show tell, rhythm and flow, atmospheric, description detail, and vocabulary. And so when you decide to go into categories and you choose your genre, in this tutorial, we're going to focus on horror fiction, which is less about horror fiction as we get into the actual axes. But the preset that the patent pending technology came up with was 3 3 2 7 9 6 5. Just like a music equalizer, if this was hip hop, these would be different. If it was rock and roll, it's different. If you ever used a music equalizer and you're listening to rock and roll and you change it to a preset that is not rock and roll, you can see the difference, or you can hear the difference, excuse me. But in this tutorial, we're just going to isolate the first axis to just show you the power of this writing tool. And character focus, we're going to put it to 1, and it's in the horror fiction, and we're going to process the text. And so this actual axis and all the axes were designed that 1 would be drastically different than 10. And you can go on to the website at thestyleequalizer.com and really get into an understanding of how each one works. But for this tutorial, we're just going to show you the output. So here we have the output. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. This is the output at 1, paste it, and go ahead and clear the output. And now we're going to move it to 10. And we're going to do the same. We're going to process the text. And so what's cool about this is that you can isolate sentences. If you have your entire chapter here, you can just sit and go through it. The entire structure was designed with the idea when people read books and they go, your book reads like a movie. Each one of these axes is like a camera in a movie, as Janice was saying. And so this is the camera lens, or the focus at 10. And again, this is the output. We're going to copy that, put that here, because we're going to dissect all of this for you. And then we're going to clear the output again, but this time we're going to move it to 5, which is the middle. And so that will enable us to show you the difference that these 3 different outputs show, and the power of this actual access when it's isolated. So we're going to go ahead and process the text again. And there you have it at 5. So we're going to copy that, put it in here. And now we're going to talk about the outcome of these 3 positions within a single axis on the style equalizer. And this is really my favorite part because it allows me to show you what isolated axis can do. In this case, character focus. So we're going to look at the 3 outputs. The first output, and you can pause the tutorial for this. You'll notice, because I want you to read it. The original paragraph was neutral. So you had environment and you had Sarah. But here at level 1, Sarah's there. But as it says over here, where's the camera? The environment is the story. The rain, the air, the table, ceiling lights, the coffee shop is alive. Sarah, she's dwarfed by the world, a mere presence. Her thoughts, mentioned last, 1 sentence, almost an afterthought. The camera is outside looking at the world. And so a scene like this would be in any movie you would watch. The camera showing, like if you're in New York, you'll see the Empire State Building, you might see the Brooklyn Bridge, taxi cabs, the traffic, the pedestrians walking across the street, and then at some point the camera will focus in on Sarah. Now, she's not going to be doing anything specific. She might be standing in front of a coffee shop or some kind of building. So at level one, she's there because the logic knows she's the character. But at level one, you're telling the logic, I want you to focus on the environment. So this patent pending technology knows, okay, Sarah's there. We're going to put her in the middle of the scene, but she's not going to be the focus. The environment is. Okay, moving on to level 10. Level 10 is internal, her inside her head. And so again, I want you to pause the tutorial because I want you to read this to see how drastic it is a change from level one. Where is the camera? We are fully inside her head. Her mind, a whirlpool, spiraling thoughts, questions everywhere. Was it disappointment? Is it the rain or something deeper? The coffee shop, gone, just fragments, glass, coffee, blur. The camera is inside, trapped in her spiral. And so a scene like this would be in a movie. Maybe she's at a bar, somebody slips or something, and all of a sudden her mental faculties start to waver. And so now you are with her inside her head, looking around the bar or looking around whatever place she is in the scene, and she's having thoughts. Everything is just snippets. This is at level 10. It'd be like something in a military movie where a grenade goes off and the guy's like ears are ringing and he can hear voices, but he can't really make out what's going on. So you're in his distortion inside of his head. And so a scene like this would be good if you had a storyline that needed a little bit of action, mental action, or suspense because the character is caught up in a situation where they're disoriented. This is something you would do. It wouldn't be typical for, um, regular fiction within the story unless you're trying to do something drastic. Okay, level 5 is balance. And this is where all fiction typically goes unless you're trying to change the camera angle. Now, to other AI, if you tell them to do something, they're just going to do what they think you want them to do. And most AI is written literary fiction. So when they when they do what you ask them to do, it's going to have that flowery purple prose. Here, each preset is designed for that specific genre. So, level 5, Sarah stepped into the coffee shop. Sarah owns the frame. Her presence cutting through. She opens the scene. Body language, eyes meeting, fingers tapping. The rain exists, but it's a backdrop. Thoughts exist, but echo in her chest, not spiraling chaos. The camera is with her. This is where most fiction lives. So you'll bring your paragraph or you'll bring your chapter to the style equalizer in this state. And from there, you can analyze your chapter. You can see, first off, if a certain genre fits it. But also, as you're reading through your chapter, you might want to highlight certain aspects of a character's journey using one of the 7 isolated presets. So in this case, it's character focus. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. And if you like what you're seeing and learning about the Style Equalizer, go to the website, the Style Equalizer. We give you 10,000 for registering. You get 10,000 words free. Give it a shot. See if it's something you can work with. At any rate, we're going to move on to the second access in the Style Equalizer. And I hope you tune in. If you're enjoying what you're hearing, go ahead and subscribe. Until then, peace.